Hello, everybody. This is Teo Tamara, and welcome to Nancy Drew, the final scene. So let's begin. Aw, no little blue from Nancy here to start off with disappointment.
Dear Bess, remember Maya Wynn from high school? I'm visiting her in St. Louis. We have tickets to tonight's premiere of the new Brady Armstrong movie, Vanishing Destiny. It's the last screening ever at the Royal Palladium. This place has been a landmark for almost a century, and now in just 3 days, it's going to be demolished. I wish I could have seen the theater back in the 20s before it was turned into a movie house. All the great magicians performed here, even Harry Houdini. There's a lot of public opposition to the loss of this historic building. Rumor has it local activists are planning to stage a big protest out front tonight. The theater will be closed when we arrive, but they'll let us in since Maya is covering the story for the university newspaper. Oh boy, a press pass sure does come in handy. Maya told me she has an interesting lead, and we're on our way to interview Brady Armstrong about the controversy now. I know he's one of your favorite stars. Stay tuned. Maya always gets the full scoop. Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
Day 1, Royal Palladium. The Sun Nui premiere, Vanishing Destiny.
Okay, Nancy, here I go. Cross your fingers, there's a story behind this door.
Go get 'em, Scoop.
Meet you in the lobby.
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Is this thing on? Hello?
Think I'll go check out the snacks. That sounds like Maya. Help! Nancy!
Oh, what?
Hello?
Listen carefully. If they knock the theater down, the girl goes with it.
What? Who is this? Hello? Hello?
Okay, we're off to a wild start with this one. Again? Who is it
You'll
now?
never get away with this. Do you hear me?
Hello?
You're messing with the wrong girls, whoever you are. She's a reporter and I'm a detective, and we don't scare easy.
This is Joseph Hughes, the caretaker. I'm looking for Brady Armstrong. He said he'd be there. Who's this? And what's all the excitement?
My friend has disappeared from Brady's dressing room. I heard her scream. I think she's been kidnapped.
Now, please try to calm down and tell me what's going on. What's your name, dear?
My name is Nancy Drew. Maya Wynn is my friend, and she's gone. I was out in the hall when I heard her scream. I don't know how they could have taken her.
Disappeared from the men's dressing room? What makes you think she was taken?
Yes, she was supposed to interview Brady Armstrong. The kidnapper just called, but there's only one door to this room. It's like they made her disappear.
Whoa, they must have taken her through that secret passageway. Holy smokes, and you're on an inside line. That call must have come from inside the building. We gotta act quick. You check out the secret passageway. I'll make sure all the exits are locked, and then I'll come find you.
Hey, you. No groupies in the dressing rooms. But since you're such a rascally fan, what would you say to a signed autograph from yours truly?
So, this is Brady. He's no less smarmy than Rick already. I do not like where this is going.
I'm not here for an autograph. My friend's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped? Maybe you better tell me what's going on here.
I heard Maya scream. When I got here, she was gone, vanished. And then I got a creepy phone call from the kidnapper.
But where could they have taken her? What did they say?
I think they escaped through a secret passageway. I'm going to have to search this room.
Sure thing. How can I help?
She may still be in the building. We've got to search this place from top to bottom.
Roger.
Okay. I did not want to go to the phone. Is there anything else I can even click on here? No? Okay. Weird angle. Wow. There's clearly something here, but it's not letting us interact with it fully. That's the door. Ow, we don't want to go that way yet. See if we can look at evidence.
It's locked.
We need a key for that. So we can go in here, we can get a magic wand. We're gonna have to do a spell with this later. Okay, that's probably locked as well. No, still can't do anything with Cool theater. Definitely looks very old-fashioned. There's another way in. Oh, so that leads to the backstage. Clearly there's something up with that gargoyle. Another way backstage. The Society of American Magicians would like to thank Harry Houdini for his great generosity and tireless devotion to the promoting of the craft of magic. As president of the society for 10 years, Mr. Houdini brought worldwide recognition to the art and helped to foster the careers of countless aspiring magicians. We are honored to follow in his footsteps. Even with such spectacle, it was the last illusion of the evening, the Houdini transformation, that simply brought the house down. The illusion began with 2 iron cages being lowered from the ceiling to the stage. Bess gracefully stepped in the first cage and got lifted 3 feet into the air. As stage hands covered her with the cage-length curtain, Harry Houdini stepped into the adjacent iron cage. When he was lifted up, Houdini transfixed us with a penetrating stare and began to count down. At 3, his cage came to a halt 3 feet above the stage. At 2, a cage-length curtain quickly enveloped the magician. It was not Houdini's voice who shouted 1. In less than a heartbeat after it was dropped, the curtain was instantly lifted, revealing Bess Houdini standing where her husband had been but a moment ago, I believe. The Houdini transformation, the master of magic and the goddess of mystery, this week at the Royal Palladium Theater, St. Louis, Missouri. Witness an astounding metamorphosis that dares to boggle the human mind. The Royal Palladium, Sauna and Smith Acrobatic Hijinks. Is that J capitalized? That's such a weird choice. Holiday special, 1 whole month not to be missed. Juggy Smith and his ragtime band, a musical hodgepodge of laughter. Special tracks in Zagad the Magnificent. Oh, I did not notice that those are supposed to, in fact, be eyes. Also featuring Madame Nesado, the Lady of the Night, making her first American debut in her spectacular fashion only in St. Louis. Harry Houdini, 1874 to 1926, the Master Magician. Born in 1874 in Budapest, Hungary, under the name of Eric Weiss, Houdini's family soon moved to Appleton, Wisconsin. From the age of 12, Houdini ran away from home. By the age of 13, he had reunited with his family in New York City and begun magic card tricks under his original stage name, Eric the Great. In the course of his illustrious 33-year career, Houdini escaped from prison cells, handcuffs, leg irons, straitjackets, packing crates, milk cans, coffins, and safely stacking J.J. Thompson's infamous watery grave. In addition to being the greatest escape artist of all time, Houdini was also a master of illusion. In 1918, at the Hippodrome in New York City, he made an elephant disappear on stage, and according to Houdini, the elephant, Jenny, weighed 10,000 pounds. His brilliant skill and ability to baffle and amaze an audience remains unsurpassed to this day. That it actually does. The Royal Palladium presents The Genius of Escape. Harry Houdini is challenged by J.J. Thompson, entrepreneur and owner of the Royal Palladium Theater. Witness a once-in-a-lifetime event right here in St. Louis as the master Houdini is plunged into the watery grave. His faces the most impossible escape of his career with a cash reward of $50,000 on March 3rd, 1925. Tickets are limited. They arrived at the lobby. There is a little cutout for the premiere. Very 2005 refreshments. Didn't this game come out in 2001 or 2002? I think it was one of those years. It's been a minute since I've revisited this game. I think there's a thing we're supposed to do with that. I'm not going to bother with it yet.
It's locked.
Yeah, that's not going to yield us any results right now, clearly. Okay, so apparently we might need to come back here later because I'm not seeing anything interesting here right now. Rufus Smoke and Mirrors Brown. Frank Chapo. Dizzy Notion. There's literally every other poster we've just been looking at. Where we go upstairs. Don't think there's anything here right now.
This one's missing.
This one's a little more interesting. Because you can see it all the way down there.
I can't quite reach.
Yeah, let's not, because if we try to reach it again, there's the famous death scene where Nancy falls off the fucking balcony trying to go for that. Let's see here. Royal Palladium. Okay, this is Israel the film universe. What?
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. This is a recording.
Let's try the police. I know a cab, but this game only really gives you the option to call the police in this situation.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed.
What
Please
do you
check
mean?
the number and dial again. This is a recording.
314-555-1422. What are you doing? So there's like nothing of use here right now. What the hell am I supposed to do? Just go back up the stairs. So I genuinely don't know which way I'm supposed to go right now. Oh, there's another room here that currently doesn't contain anybody. Herbert Redude and Son Men's Rooming House, 601 Main Street, Greasewood, Arizona. Is that even a real place? Greasewood. Sounds like something an American would name a place, actually. For a clean bed, a hot meal, and a place to hang your hat, you can always room with the Redudes. Dear Mr. Hughes, we have received your letter inquiring about the whereabouts of Jacob Hughes. Unfortunately, Jake died 6 months ago. He had been ill with emphysema for some time, but you'll be glad to know that he enjoyed his cigarettes to the end and died peacefully in his sleep. We regret that we were unable to contact you at the time of his death, but we have no idea that Jake had a brother. He never mentioned any family, and our research didn't turn up any leads. Your brother was cremated according to his last wishes, and no rent was due on his room. Please contact the county coroner's office if you'd like to have his ashes shipped to you. We're sorry for your loss. Best of luck. Sincerely, Herbert Redude Jr. Jesus, okay. I'm not sure what like half of this ish does. We can get the let's go out to the lobby card. And that thing. Can you tell I have no effing idea what I'm doing? We need to bother with it now. Jeez, this is one of the most embarrassing starts to a Nancy Drew game. I have no idea where I'm going.
It's locked.
So that'll be what I missed.
I may have to cut this short, Hal. Someone just climbed out of my wardrobe.
Can't you see I'm on the phone here?
This is an emergency. I'm looking for a 19-year-old girl with black hair.
Listen, sweetheart, I have a premiere tonight and no stylist for my star. So don't tell me about problems.
Okay, and you don't think someone getting kidnapped in the theater is a problem?
You don't understand. I think my friend is in trouble.
I said scram.
I'm searching what I can. Oh, this is the where it came from. I do love the absolute underreaction to someone climbing out of the wardrobe. It is, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little funny. What we can do here?
This calls priority. Try me later.
I'm genuinely surprised I did not get forced out of the room just then. And I'm back to not knowing what I'm doing. Isn't that lovely? Let's go out to the men's room.
No teeny boppers till showtime. House rules.
Have you seen my friend Maya? She's 19, 5'5", black hair. She has on running shoes, jeans, and a black shirt with butterflies on it.
And the crisis is...
She went into Brady Armstrong's dressing room and disappeared.
Good old Charmstrong. Why are women always losing themselves over him?
This is serious. I think she's been kidnapped.
Whew. Kidnapping? That's a high-profile tactic. Somebody means business. So what's the demands?
Suddenly, Maya's fate is tied to this theater. They said that if it gets demolished, she'll go with it.
No kidding. That'll blast those bureaucrats and corporate bigwigs out of their dream world. Applause for the cause. We need all the help we can get.
Excuse me? We're talking about a girl's life here.
I'm sorry. I know you're upset, but they won't mess with your friend. They just took her for effect. It's called making a statement.
A statement? They said they'll let Maya go down with the building if it gets demolished. I haven't asked her myself, but something tells me that's a statement she'd rather not make.
She'll be okay. Trust me.
Right. I need to start searching for evidence, but I'll be back with more questions for you, Nicholas.
If you need a phone, there's an outside line in the ticket booth.
We'll have a look at that a little bit later. What?
You must be Nancy. The worry's written all over your face. Well, I'm Joe. I started to look for you, but then I figured better to park myself and let you find me. Any trace of your friend?
I found the secret passageway all right, but no sign of Maya. I can't believe this is happening.
Well, what about calling the police? There's an outside line in the ticket booth.
In the lobby? Great. I'll be back later.
And all roads lead to call ticket booth, so we're gonna... Now we use... I think now we use the phone in the ticket booth.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. This is a recording.
Huh?
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. This is a recording.
St. Louis Police Department.
I'm calling to report a kidnapping.
Is the kidnapping in progress?
No.
Hold on, miss. I'll transfer you to the Missing Persons Unit.
Missing persons, Sergeant Mac Ramsey speaking.
I'm calling to report a kidnapping, no longer in progress.
And who am I speaking with, please?
My name is Nancy Drew.
Okay, Miss Drew. Now, did you witness this kidnapping?
No, but I heard it.
What exactly did you hear?
My friend went into a dressing room. I was out in the hall. And I heard her scream, so I went in after her, but she was gone.
When and where did this happen?
Just now, at the Royal Palladium Theater.
And what's your friend's name, Miss Drew?
Maya Nguyen.
Can you spell that, please?
M-A-Y-A, last name N-G-U-Y-E-N.
Age?
19.
Physical description?
She's Asian American. I guess about 5'5", long black hair.
So you didn't actually witness anything, is that right?
I heard her screaming, and I received a threatening phone call. That must count for something.
A threat. Can you describe the voice? Was it a man or a woman?
It was spooky. I think they were using some voice disguise device.
Yes. That'll make it impossible to tell the gender of the caller. Did you notice anything suspicious looking in the vicinity?
No.
No suspects. Any visible signs of struggle in the dressing room? Did your friend leave anything behind? Her purse? Anything that might have fallen out of her pockets?
No.
No evidence. Does your friend work at the theater?
No, she's a student at Washington University.
Does your friend have any enemies?
Maya? I highly doubt it.
And what business did Maya have entering the theater dressing room?
She's a reporter for the school paper. She was there to do an interview.
What about Maya's parents? Have they been contacted?
They're in Vietnam this time of year. I don't know how to contact them.
Okay, miss. I'll file this report. After 24 hours, if she hasn't turned up, we consider her a missing person and begin to investigate.
How can she turn up? She's been kidnapped.
Unlikely. With all the scuttlebutt around this demolition, this stinks of student prank.
A prank? But this building is going to be demolished in 72 hours. How can we afford to take that chance?
How do you mean?
The kidnapper must be holding her in the building, don't you think?
Unlikely. No competent kidnapper keeps their captive anywhere near the scene of the abduction. Is there anything else, Miss Drew?
Sergeant, I really don't think we can afford to wait 24 hours.
It's standard procedure, Miss Drew. Unless you can provide us with some evidence that your friend was taken by force, it's 24 hours.
Thanks, Sergeant. I'll call you back when I have the evidence.
You do that.
Bye.
Police being as useless as ever. Love that. Then...
Nancy, what's the 411?
The 411?
Come on, Nancy. That's vintage slang. You know, the 411, the deal, the lowdown.
So, humans against the destruction of illustrious theaters. Tell me about it.
This theater's a spotted owl. It's a humpback whale. It's endangered. Illustrious buildings testify to our finest human hours. They should be celebrated, not bulldozed to make way for cardboard megaplexes. Need I say more?
Do you know what they plan to build on this spot after the theater is gone?
Oh, it's very hush-hush. The name of the building firm is Wave of the Future, and the owner is some B. Thompson, descendant of J.J. Thompson, but he's never available for comment. Fishy, right? $10 says B stands for baloney.
Catch you later.
Fight the power.
What did the police say?
Standard procedure says I'm on my own for the next 24 hours.
Standard procedure?
I mean, I understand the police can't go chasing after every kid who gets lost at the mall, but this is different.
But this theater's going to be torn down in 3 days. Did you tell them that?
They say it's unlikely that the kidnapper would keep her in the building.
Well, I checked all the outside doors, and they're locked up tight. Only folks who've been in the theater all day are Brady and Simone, you and Maya, and Nicholas Falcone, and myself.
How can you be sure?
Well, I've only got this one pair of eyes, so I can't say 100%.
Did you notice anything suspicious?
I was up here in the projector room, sound testing for the premiere. But I'd be disappointed in your detective work if you didn't put me through the ringer like a regular suspect.
Sound testing. Yeah, I think I remember hearing you practicing your MC voice now that you mention it.
I reckon if the kidnapper wants the demolition stopped, they must be keeping Maya somewhere in the building.
Did I mention what the kidnapper said?
Oh, I think so. Or maybe Brady told me when I saw him in the hall. He seems eager to help.
Helpful suspects. What more could I ask for?
That's the spirit. Now, what's your plan of attack?
Time to start searching. Can you give me a map or some blueprints of this place?
Try calling county administration. The records division keeps that type of stuff. I bet a blueprint would show secret passages that even I've never found. Ask for the original plans, not the ones from the 56 remodel.
When was the theater built?
Completed in 1925. The vision of one J.J. Thompson. Anyway, I've spent the last 40-something years finding my way around this place, so let me know if I can help.
You've been a big help already.
Don't let the turkeys get you down.
The turkeys, huh? That's never heard that one before. So let's go back to the phone booth and see if we can call county admin. not upstairs either. No, we already talked to him about the police being useless. Okay, so apparently we were able to get that order. How did I not notice we were able to grab that? Let's see if we can go in here and talk to someone.
Nancy Drew, Simone Mueller, don't worry, Vanishing Destiny is off. We've got bigger fish to fry.
So you heard about Maya?
Of course. I mean, a kidnapping? Right out of my star's dressing room? The premiere is small potatoes. It's worth more to us canceled or at least postponed. When the news gets out, the whole nation will be watching.
I don't think we should get the press into this before the police have had a chance to investigate.
Where are you from?
River Heights. Why?
Yes, precisely. River Heights. Listen, doll, I'm from L.A. This ain't my first time at the rodeo. We'll find your friend, or Brady Armstrong will, and when he does, every girl in America will wish she'd been kidnapped instead of Maya what's-her-name.
I can't believe you. No girl wants to be kidnapped, ever.
I'm proposing a business alliance. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. We don't have to see eye to eye.
Not a reference to that death scene from the last game that you can get.
I'd rather be crushed by an elevator.
Honey, you've got spunk. Ever consider acting? This girl power thing is red hot right now. Of course, we'd have to think of a stage name. Nancy Drew is so utterly forgettable.
Joseph says the building was probably locked when the kidnapping happened, and that the kidnapper had to be someone who was inside the theater. Care to comment?
Why don't you tell that little gray troll that I think he did it, just to keep himself from dying of boredom in this old dump. That's my comment.
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened?
Oh, please, Nancy, I was on the phone, doing business. But if I'm ever hard-pressed for entertainment, I'm sure kidnapping would be a real hoot.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Bye now.
Oh my god. Not giving LA the best name right now, I'm not gonna lie. There's this crate right here. Okay, so that crate, there's a bunch of ropes on it, like these ropes. So it zooms us in on this, and I think we just click it a bunch of times. And it did a thing, so let's... And so there's a hook that wasn't there before. We're gonna put that on the arrow. And I think we have to actually hoist it now, so... Hoist it up all nice now. Crate suspended in air. There is a hatch. Ugh, that staircase is fucking moldy. Oh, that is terrifying. So there's a puzzle here. We've got the 4 playing card suits and a queen. So if you move them, they will show different things, and I think we have to get them all to show the same thing. Oh, there's a Joker thing. So with all the blades, it opens, leading to slider puzzles. My favorite. Oh god. Okay. Oh, this is like the golden leaf puzzle. No, I think that one's actually where it's supposed to be. I'm getting the vibes that there's supposed to be a Zodiac motif going on here. Oh, that doesn't look... No, that doesn't quite look right. Okay, that looks like it's actually supposed to go there. So that's definitely a start. And that one looks a little bit more like it's supposed to go there, but I'm still not sure if that's completely right, though. Yeah, this doesn't look right no matter where it is. I wonder. Okay, yeah. So that looks like it goes there. No, I don't think that goes there. Getting so close. I feel like we're so close, but we're so far from what this actually is. No, I don't think that's there. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. Then does this go here, maybe? No, it looks like it should be on the... That looks like it should be on one of the edges. I don't know which one. Huh. Okay. No, that's not it. We are okay, so that's definitely correct. No. Which other one looks like super off where it is? Oh, okay. So that does go there. Okay, yeah, no, that... Ooh, that hair's not looking too great, actually. Oh, there we go. Okay.
It looks like the gears are missing.
So there's this. So I think we actually do have to play this.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up! Ha ha!
Yeah, that will never not be horrifying, I'm sorry.
Find the ace of spades. Keep your eye on the card.
Nope.
Oh, too bad. Try again. The hand is quicker than the eye. Find the ace of spades. Keep your eye on the card.
Got it.
Congratulations! You've beat the magician. Don't forget to collect your winnings. Ha ha!
Your audience will be dazzled.
Last paper. Every magician keeps in handy directions. One side, the fast trigger review middle finger. Use the flip wheel to the flash trigger display. Then throw the flash paper, watch as it ignites. Your audience will be dazzled by the bright light and puff of smoke. You mean fire? Great for theater special effects, disappearing eyes, or anytime you need to throw someone off your trail. Caution, flash paper is a pyrotechnical device and should not be used by children without adult supervision. Yeah,
Your audience will be dazzled.
Yeah, I don't think I would want that enhanced. It looks a lot less horrifying from there. Jesus, these things are always horrifying. Oh my god. But, yeah, I think we're done here. Yeah, we can go this way. We can the stage. Oh, what's that?
Ick.
Why are we able to zoom in on this? But hey, we don't use our hands for it at least. I do love how they... Oh yeah, there's that thing. I didn't even notice that thing. What do we have for this? that gives me...
What's up? Can't talk long. Gotta check on my people.
What's your attachment to saving this theater? You seem so personally invested.
Politics is personal, but with this place, it's ultra personal. My grandma, Louisa Falcone, designed the molds for all the insane plasterwork that you see in this lobby and in the auditorium.
The detail is so intricate. You just don't see this kind of artistry in new theaters nowadays.
True. But there's more. I guess the architect-owner guy, J.J. Thompson, ran out of cash before the building was done. He never paid my grandma dime one, and then he denied that she had ever done the work in the first place.
Didn't she fight it?
Yeah, she was the artist type, not a deal maker. I guess she'd never signed any contractual stuff with JJ, and she didn't have the resources to sue him or any of that, so I guess she just had to let it go.
She must have been so frustrated.
Here's the kicker. After JJ sharked her on this 2-year project, she was broke, and then the Great Depression hit. She could never afford to work as an artist again.
What did she do instead?
Louisa, Mother Serenity Falcone? She just kept on trucking in true Falcone style. Died at 97 without a bitter bone in her body. I think she had a happy life, but this theater holds the last artwork she ever did. Don't you see, Nancy? Saving this place is not just for history, it's for justice.
Can't you get some justice now?
My family has been trying for years, but there doesn't seem to be anything on record that links her to this place. Nancy, could you do me a favor?
I think I know what you're going to ask.
While you're searching, could you just keep your eye out?
If I run across the name Louisa Falcone or anything else that might help, you'll be the first to know.
You're cooler than I thought, Nancy.
And you're smarter than I thought.
I do love good old Nancy Snarker. For she is a classic. So apparently with the gum, we're able to get the gear now.
This one's missing. This one's missing.
So apparently it isn't either of them, which I thought it would be. Does actually happen. We get it. The Royal Palladium Theater, 1330 Washington Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 21st March 1925. Dear Mr. Houdini, congratulations on your latest unbelievable feat. Never have I seen the crowd at the Royal Palladium so enthralled by a performer. Stupendous. Honestly, I was assured that the watery grave was inescapable even for a master such as yourself. Really, if I didn't have any notion of this, offered so grandiose a reward. After what man is made of money, isn't that right, Mr. Houdini? My point is, well, I must admit that my cash flow is a little tight at the moment. More specifically, I do not have $50,000 available to give you at this time. The theater is young, but bound for glory. I'm sure you'll agree, and my bank account is so comfortable with building expenses. I'm sure you understand this. However, this letter is an announcement of golden opportunity, Mr. Houdini, not one of gloomy regret. In lieu of cash, and in accordance with my lawyer's counsel, I'm prepared to offer you a reward far more valuable than cash. I would like to make you business partner by transferring 50% ownership of the Royal Palladium Theatre into your name. Just think of it. Together we can make the Royal Palladium the foremost venue in the world for magic. Stupendous. Certainly a man as brilliant and as worldly as yourself will recognize this as an irresistible offer and realize that there is no need to squabble over the petty details of your reward or invite the press to make a mountain out of a molehill in this affair. Please sign below and return this document to me if you agree to proceed with the transfer of 50% ownership of the theater into your name. In so doing, you will also be agreeing not to sue me or publicly defame my name. A detailed contract will follow. Stupendous. I look forward to a mutually rewarding relationship with you, Mr. Houdini. Sincerely, J.J. Thompson. I, J.J. Thompson, do hereby agree to transfer 50% ownership of the Royal Palladium Theatre into Harry Houdini's name in lieu of cash reward for his escape from the watery grave. This will continue as a legally binding agreement that Mr. Houdini will not pursue any legal action against me or reveal any unflattering details about me to the press. I, Harry Houdini, agree to accept 50% ownership of the Royal Palladium in lieu of cash reward for my escape of the watery grave. I will refrain from pursuing any legal action against Mr. Thompson, love the bad spelling, or revealing any unflattering details about him to the press. We also get a key. I don't know what to, but we get a key. Now, let's see what happens.
How goes the search?
I found some of JJ's personal documents inside a secret panel in the basement.
Well, don't just stand there. Start breaking it down.
Did you ever hear about a challenge that JJ Thompson issued to Harry Houdini back in 1925?
Yeah, and?
JJ put up a big reward for this Houdini challenge. He must have thought the escape was impossible, but Houdini did it. And JJ didn't have the reward money.
What does this have to do with the ownership of the theater?
From what I can tell, JJ had to give Harry Houdini 50% of the theater as the reward.
Ha! Serves that swindler JJ right. Nancy, do you realize what this means?
I'm working on a couple of theories.
If Thompson didn't own the whole place, then whoever inherited it from Thompson doesn't legally own the whole place either.
Which means they don't have the authority to knock this building down.
We've got to find out what happened to his half of the ownership. You keep looking for Maya. I've got a laptop out in my van. I'll get online and do some research. Check back soon.
Catch you later.
On the flip side.
Save the Royal Palladium Theatre. Alert, citizens of St. Louis. It's happening right under our noses. The character of our community is being wiped out. The history of our city is being erased. For nearly 80 years, audiences have been gathering at the Royal Palladium to see world-renowned magicians, celebrated theater productions, and blockbuster movies. If the theater goes down, part of the unique heritage of St. Louis goes with it. Act now to voice your opposition to this demolition. Democracy is just a phone call or an email away.
County Administration, 314-555-3309.
That gives us County Admin's number. Perfecto.
Nancy, it's Joseph. Wait till you see this. Come to the projection room.
Okay, guess we're going to the production room first.
Nancy, take a look at this.
Oh my gosh, Maya's press pass.
Brady found it.
This should be enough evidence to get the police over here, don't you think?
I should think so. Give the police a call, and then you better go back to your hotel and get some rest.
Just when I have a lead? No way! I've got to keep searching.
You won't be any help to Maya if you get too tired to think.
Well, I guess you have a point there.
Go ahead and use the phone in the ticket booth. I'll be down in a minute.
Here we go. Although I actually do have people I want to talk to that aren't Joseph. No Brady. I think he'd be hanging out there because it's not like he has anything better to do. Maybe Simone has anything on this? Why didn't I think of that earlier?
On your stage name? I'm thinking Samantha Quick. You love it, right?
I think your phone's about to ring.
Bye now.
Or not. Phone time? I think it's phone time.
Records, Madeline speaking.
Hi, I'm looking for the blueprints for the Royal Palladium Theater. Do you have them on file?
Are you a county employee?
No, just a citizen on a mission.
Okay, well, we do keep blueprints on file. Let's see. The computer says there are 2 sets for the Palladium, 1923 and 1956. Do you have a preference?
1923, please. The originals.
Would you like to hold while I retrieve them?
Sure, thanks.
Ma'am?
Yes, I'm still here.
It's very strange, ma'am. They're gone.
Gone? You mean someone checked them out?
Oh, we don't allow people to check them out. You can bring the blueprints to our reading room and study them there, but they're not supposed to leave the building. I can't imagine where they could be. Hold on, let me see if Charles knows.
So the blueprints are just up and gone. That's not good. Who's out here stealing blueprints, girl? Probably to do something like this.
Ma'am, this is so strange. Charles says some guy was just in here looking at them a few days ago.
What did he look like?
Hold on. Hello? Charles said the guy had a hat on. He never really got a look at the guy.
Was he young or old?
Hey, Charles, young or old? Energetic is all Charles remembers.
Okay, well, my name is Nancy Drew. I'm working on some things over here at the Royal Palladium. Could you do a search for the blueprints?
Sure thing. I'll put in a find request. Call back in 5 to 7 business days.
Next week? Oh, I'm afraid I don't have that kind of time. Is there any way to expedite the search?
I'm afraid not. The guy who does our misplaced material searches just returned from a month of paternity leave, and he's swamped.
I see.
This is urgent?
Yes, it's urgent, all right. But I'll figure something out. Thanks, Madeline.
Good luck.
Bye.
Oh, Lord.
St. Louis Police Department.
Missing Persons Unit, please.
Please hold. Missing persons. This is Ramsey.
Hi, Sergeant Ramsey. This is Nancy Drew. I spoke to you earlier today about the disappearance of my friend, Maya Wen.
Hello, Miss Drew. You're calling to tell me that you found your friend, I hope.
I wish that were true, sir. No, she's still missing. I'm calling to report that I have the evidence you asked for.
What did you find?
Someone else here at the theater found Maya's press pass. It was clipped to her shirt when she went into the dressing room. It must have been torn off when she was kidnapped.
Or it fell off. Or she just tossed it.
Maya is very serious about her work, Sergeant Ramsey. She never goes anywhere without that pass, and she would not willingly leave it behind.
Is the pass damaged in any way?
No.
Was anything disturbed in the area where it was found?
I don't know. I'm not the one who found it.
Okay, well, thanks for checking in, Miss Drew. If Maya hasn't turned up by tomorrow, we'll definitely be out to investigate. Someone will take a look at the press pass then.
But you said that if I found evidence, you'd investigate the theater today.
I'm sorry, Miss Drew, but we can't go chasing after every kid who decides to take a leave of absence. The vast majority of missing juveniles disappear of their own accord, and they reappear when they're good and ready.
You have to believe me. Maya would never play this kind of game. Nicholas Falcone said he thinks somebody is using her to make a statement.
Nicholas Falcone? Is he involved in this? Are you involved with him?
Haddett is demonstrating against the demolition in front of the theater. Nicholas has set up shop in the lobby. I've spoken to him. I'm not involved with him.
Are you aware of the allegations against Mr. Falcone's character, Miss Drew?
Allegations?
Nick Falcone operates according to his own rules. He'll do just about anything to save a theater, and he's not afraid to use extreme tactics.
What kind of extreme tactics?
You name it. Vandalism, sabotage, chaining himself to demolition machinery.
Is that right?
And last year there was a situation over in Nashville. Just when the oldest theater in the city is about to be torn down, and mind you, Haddett is there in full force, a girl goes missing. So happens she's the daughter of the demolition boss. They go crazy looking for her. There's a call, just like the one you described. Anyway, to make a long story short, the demolition is called off, and 3 weeks later the girl is seen snuggling up to Falcone in a Memphis coffee shop.
Are you suggesting Nicholas is staging this thing?
I'm just saying that there's more to situations like these than meets the eye. Nick Falcone is a real operator, and he likes to humiliate the police. I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon here with this whole Royal Palladium thing and let him make my unit look like a bunch of chumps.
I see.
So you aren't going to have any credit with us if you join ranks with him.
Does he have a criminal record?
Oh, minor stuff. Disorderly conduct, trespassing, yada, yada, yada. But Nick Falcone can slime his way out of a sticky situation like no one I've ever seen. Unfortunately, there's no jail sentence for being a royal pain in the neck.
There are no good citizenship awards for it either.
Look, I know you're worried, but for now, there's nothing we can do. And there's nothing you can do either. Why don't you go home and get some rest? I'm sure you've had a long day.
Well, this has been very informative, Sergeant Ramsey. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Good night, Miss Drew.
I heard the whole thing, Nancy. Go get some sleep. I'll keep an eye on things till morning.
And so ends our first What? Deepest sympathy. Planning a funeral is such a dreadful pain. Wouldn't you rather just stop the death? What the Okay. Someone has terrible effing taste. Jesus. Maya Nguyen, last seen at the Royal Palladium Theater. Birthday, October 22nd, 1982. Race, Vietnamese. I don't think they usually get that specific. Address, 717 Duncan Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63110. She's 5'5", 127 pounds. Part oily, part dry. I don't think they get that specific either. Part dry, part oily complexion. Brown eyes. Teeth are even and in good repair. Hair is dark brown or black, shoulder length, worn loose or in a ponytail or not. Clothing, last seen wearing Jesus, embroidered cuffs, and a black top with blue butterflies on it. The birthmark on right ankle, last seen carrying a spiral reporter's notebook. Maya Nguyen, originally from River Heights, is a sophomore at Washington University and a reporter for the school newspaper. She was at the Royal Palladium conducting interviews for an upcoming story when she disappeared from one of the dressing rooms. One witness claims to have heard Maya scream. That's us. It's possible that she's been kidnapped. Please, if you have any information concerning Maya's whereabouts, contact one of the following. Sergeant McRamsey, Missing Persons Detail, St. Louis Police 314-555-1422. Simone Mueller, Head of Publicity, National Find Maya Campaign. Oh my god, not the publicity stunt. For information leading to Maya's safe return, Brady Armstrong is offering signed posters of his new movie Vanishing Dynasty, whose national premiere has been postponed due to this unfortunate turn of events at the Royal Palladium. Oh, wow.
I'm sorry you had to see that wreath, Nancy. It's disgusting.
I'm afraid Maya's in real danger.
Let's hope the kidnapper just did this to scare you.
Like I'm not scared enough? Like I don't know time is running out?
The phone's been ringing off the hook all morning. I don't know how the press got a hold of this, but they're all over it like ants on a picnic.
Where did those missing posters come from?
I can't say for sure, but I can make an educated guess.
Are you thinking of a certain Hollywood agent we know?
Can you believe the way she diverted all of the attention away from Maya and used the poster to promote Brady as the big hero? This shouldn't be happening. It's all backwards.
So where will you go after the demolition? Are you planning to retire?
Greasewood, Arizona. My brother Jake is there. It's a tiny town with no movie theater, so we're going to put one on the map. I got some money saved.
About that.
Tell me about that old key-making machine in the lobby. Has it been out of order long?
It's been broken for a spell. The kids lost interest in it when video games came along. But I bet it wouldn't be hard to fix. I'd love for you to see how it works. And then you could make yourself a little souvenir from the Royal Palladium. Or send a key to your sweetheart.
Who is this J.J. Thompson character anyway?
Old J.J. Owner, visionary, wheeler dealer. J.J. loved a magic show. He had this place built with those kind of big spectacle shows in mind. J.J. also happened to love the sight of his own mug in the mirror. You can tell by the way he ornamented the auditorium with his own head.
The history of this theater is so rich. I'm surprised the city of St. Louis isn't more interested in preserving it.
Well, they are interested. The Historical Society's been working like the dickens to get this place declared a landmark. But someone downtown has been stalling. They're awfully close.
The police told me Nicholas Falcone is known for using extreme tactics to further his political causes. Why are you letting him use the lobby as his headquarters?
Nicholas has been hanging around this theater since he was a little boy. I know how torn up he is about the theater. This'll be over soon enough, and then he'll go home. I don't think he's dangerous, for gosh sakes.
Joseph, I did some checking. You don't really have any family in Greasewood, do you?
Now, what you want to go digging into an old man's life for, Nancy?
Everyone's a suspect, Joseph. You know that. If you have nowhere to go after the theater comes down, then maybe you're the kidnapper desperado. It's not so far-fetched, is it?
Now. I am going to Greasewood, and I'm not desperate. I made up the part about my brother so you wouldn't feel sorry for me. You've got enough to worry about, don't you?
Gotta go now.
Chin up!
Oh, we know damn well you did not make that up. We know damn well. We have to ask Nick some questions now, because we've been hearing cops don't like him, and if cops don't like him, chances are I probably do.
Nancy,
so.
what's the 411?
You didn't tell me kidnapping was part of Activism 101.
That's all hearsay, Nancy. They got no witnesses, no testimony, no nothing.
So you have or have not used kidnapping to further your causes in the past?
I am not an eco-terrorist, and I would never orchestrate the temporary disappearance of anyone who wasn't in on the plan and down with the cause.
There's nothing I hate more than a bold-faced liar, Nicholas. Remember that.
All right, Officer Nancy, chill out, will ya? I'm on your side.
Nancy is eating him up, though. I kind of agree with her. There is nothing I hate more than a bold-faced liar when you don't need to be one.
Tell me about your relationship with the police.
All I know is they like to dig through my garbage and follow my van. Does this face say America's Most Wanted to you?
It does, but not the same way the police see it, if I'm being real.
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened?
I was outside, harnessing public outrage. Ask anyone.
Joseph told me that the St. Louis Historical Society is in the process of trying to declare this building an historical landmark.
They've been in that process for years. It's all just a big wad of red tape, a bunch of bureaucratic hocus pocus. Had it's about action, not paperwork.
Catch you later.
On the flip side.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say to you, Nicholas. You're very cute. And I wish I could stay, but I have to do things.
Have you seen the posters? Aren't they fabulous?
That picture of Maya is the one from her press pass, isn't it?
Yes. Thankfully, she's photogenic.
Oh, wow.
That poster is just an advertisement for Brady.
Maya's on the poster. It says she's missing. So what's your issue? Brady's out plastering those posters all over St. Louis and every podunk town for 50 miles. He's due back at any time, though, for the press conference.
Press conference?
I've invited the press here today to report on Brady's commitment to solving this case. You know, a few questions, a few photo ops, no big deal. That funeral wreath was awful, wasn't it?
You saw the wreath? Where is it now?
I had it moved out front for the press conference. We want the press to know just how heartless this kidnapper is, don't we? Then it's all the more fabulous when Brady saves the day.
How long have you been Brady's agent?
I discovered him on an electric spring morning 6 years ago. He was working the original Coney Dog stand on Sunset Boulevard. It was pure luck. I was craving an all-beef Frank at 7 a.m. He's been the jewel in my crown ever since.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Ciao.
She did not sound like she meant a word of that. Was this there yesterday? Chapter 2, The Language of Success. In the last chapter, we established one of life's great truths and the premise of this book. You are what you project. Another way of putting this is what you project is who you are. As we saw in the cases of Lisa and Dwayne, a negative attitude is a poor foundation for which to win friends and influence people. Because who wants to be around a grouch and do favors for a loser? No one. On the other hand, with a positive attitude, or what we call your inner captain, the sky's the limit. The stories of Rick and Beatrice prove that if you command the world, you are my oyster. Now open up and hand over the pearls. You will soon find yourself basking in fame, fortune, and social popularity, standing at the helm of your own destiny. In this chapter, we'll learn how to speak the language of success, and that's not just verbal language, it's body language too. It's everything that you communicate to the world, so stand up straight, pull your socks, and freshen that breath, because you, yes, you are going straight to the top. Before we get started, take a look at this chart to whether you see you're seeing like the captain of your own destiny or the cabin boy. I'll get that for you. Oh, that exclamation. Cabin boy is I'll get that for you, sir. Captain is I'm busy, get it yourself. Minimum wage is okay with me. There's no limit to my worth. I'm parched. I am driven to quench my thirst. I'm hungry. I eat my competitors for dinner. What if I lose my hair? I'll make baldness irresistible. What if the door to opportunity is locked? I'll huff and puff and I'll blow that door down. Nothing will stand between me and my destiny. Okay, this top one I don't know if I agree with. Chivalry isn't completely dead, at least not yet. But honestly, yeah, do you, queen. Do you see how the cabin boy is ruled by fear and doubt, whereas the captain greets the world with the chest puffed out and his best foot forward? Isn't it time you grabbed your destiny by the horns and sailed it into the sunset? The choice is yours. But remember this, if you're not the lead dog, the view never changes. Ready to transform your life? Come back here and swap this deck. You work for me, Captain Brady. Simone Overboard. What's your fashion sign? Astro style. In a rut? Want to change your life right this minute? Why not start by changing your outfit? The clothes you put on say a lot about your attitude, so why not put on success from head to toe? The key to an enhanced self-presentation is in the stars. With the Astro Style Guide, you can invent a new image that is guaranteed to attract people and money. Keep reading Gemini, the twins. You're witty, charming, clever, and sometimes mischievous. At times, you can be a bit of a double dealer. Some people call you Two-Faced. But let's think positive. It might just be that you're too dynamic to settle for simple. In order to keep things exciting, you may even enjoy leading a double life. This doesn't mean you're shallow, disloyal, or fickle, as some people say. It just means you're curious and eager to try new things. You have a big new project coming up, Gemini. You'll want to project a new sense of adventure and daring, but at the same time, you'll need people to take you seriously. Consider a theme, then accessory. Wild, Wild West. Try alligator skin boots, shiny pair of spurs, and a turquoise stout belt buckle. Pirate of the High Seas. Try a ruffled shirt, an eye patch, gold hoop, earrings, and a parrot, or the Gambling Tycoon. Try a purple velvet hat, lucky dice cufflinks, and a walking cane. Add some studious looking glasses and maybe a pipe to any of these styles, and people will know that you consider things carefully before you act. Okay. Are we gonna just acknowledge Captain Brady? Like, this is just childish, honestly, and maybe a little racist. Maybe. That might be a little bit of a stretch, but someone does not want to see a black woman win as much as I don't really like Simone that much. Not what I wanted to look at. I wanted to look at the other table. Assuming I can even move to it. There we go.
It's locked. It's locked.
Nope. Not the key we want.
How about Fancy Jackson? It's a little disco, but I think you could pull it off.
That was just bad. Come on, we need to think of better stage.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Ciao.
Brady needs a better PR team for this. I wonder if Brady Armstrong's even his real name.
How are you holding up?
Thanks for finding Maya's press pass. Where was it?
I found it in the basement. The balcony. It was the balcony.
Great job on the posters, too. You market yourself like a real pro.
Please, Nancy. It's not me.
I guess I should have my eyes checked. I could have sworn that poster was all about you.
It's Simone. She's relentless. I'm just a hostage on her runaway bus.
That's funny. I don't see any gun to your head. Just a wad of money dangling in front of your nose.
It's more complicated than you think. Listen, I've got to get ready for this press conference. I'll talk to you later.
And he's still there, so I guess there's something we need to do when he's not there.
I got the number. I left it in the ticket booth. This woman isn't a Houdini herself. She's the widow of one of Houdini's cousins.
But it couldn't hurt to give her a call. I'll get right on that.
Okay, folks, we're about to get started here. Mrs. Mueller and Mr. Armstrong will do their best to answer all of your questions in the time allotted. But let's proceed with good manners, shall we?
Thank you all for coming. I'm only sorry that the circumstances of our meeting are not more festive.
Yeesh, I don't know if I want to hear the rest of that press conference. Now, if Simone's not here, we can look at this. And in here, we can grab a hair clip. We can also go in Simone's bag. Baroque tours. If you ain't Baroque, then take our tours. Chugs frying clucks. Oh, Brady looks fucking pissed to be there. Oh. And they found it in the back hallway. And there's Brady with the pass in, like, 4 different places. That's crazy. Jake Schmooser, age, Jake Sound Team, actors, actresses. Singers, dancers, you name it, we got it. 2366 Filmers Boulevard, Suite 9A, Los Angeles, California, 90026. Mama Centric's Wellness Garden, specializing in aromatherapy and other holistic remedies. 28 South Euclid Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63108. Shania Q. Ramos, producer, Aspect Ratio Studios, 4110. Story Lane, Suite 3, Los Angeles, California, 91331. Eat, drink, and be part of the scene. Ezekiel's Martini and Sushi Bar, 9 East Pythagoras Street, St. Louis, Missouri, 63108. Ginger's 24-hour Flowerama will arrange all of your innocent flirtations. Flirtation. Prodigy Funeral Style A, $294.97, and a ribbon R&B for $5. Note, nothing tacky. So Simone really did arrange that entire funeral wreath. Okay, so full disclosure for that code, the game straight up doesn't actually give it to you anywhere, so I did have to open up my walkthrough for guidance after a little while, so that's how I got the code. The game, I don't think the game gives this to you anywhere. So here's the agenda. We have 8 a.m. Stevie, Paramount Pictures, 11:30 a.m. lunch with Brady to pick up the dry cleaning. Final shoot at 5:15 p.m. with Brady, and 11:30 p.m. is the cast party for today. Email from Scoop Nguyen at BreakingNews.net to BoyArmstrong@MuellerVision.com. Subject, possible interview. Dear Mr. Armstrong, for starters, I'm a huge fan. I've been seeing your movies since I was 14. To this day, I still think your best performance was in Lie Like a Rug. But who knows, maybe Vanishing Destiny will top it. I'm in college at Washington University now, and I'm planning to go to your premiere at the Royal Palladium. I've contacted you because I'm hoping to interview you for an article I'm writing for my school paper. I'm sure you're very busy, but I couldn't stop by your dressing room the afternoon of the premiere. I only have a few questions. The interview will only take 20 minutes or so. What do you think? Please write back. Yours sincerely, Maya Nguyen, Senior Reporter, Student Life, Washington University. Next message. Hi, Maya. Sure, I'd be happy to meet with you, so long as we provide any and all photos of me for the article. Also, we need to get a full page ad for Destiny in your school paper. We spoke to advertising, and they claim it's past the deadline. Can you pull a few strings? You know, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. What do you say? Looking forward to meeting you. Ciao, Brady. Dear Mr. Armstrong, thank you for being generous about your time. As far as your ad goes, I checked with the advertising guys, and they say a deadline's a deadline. Sorry. Don't worry, I'm sure the premiere will sell out. I know tons of people who are going. Stop by your dressing room in the afternoon for the interview. See you then, sincerely, Maya Nguyen. Dear Brady, my friend Linda said you did all of your own dance moves with Dr. Salsa. Is this true? If it is, that's really cool. You were so good in that movie. I watched it 4 times in one day. Will you ever do another with Tracy Martin? She is so cool. Right back. XOX, Sarah Cap's back. Brady, I've written you 22 emails and I haven't heard anything back. Teen Style Magazine says you care about your fans. You're not stuck up, so what's your problem? Right back. If you don't, I'm going to join Leaf Jenkson's fan club instead of yours. Your number 1 fan, Desi. Hi, Brady. I'm writing because I just read an article in PQ Magazine that sometimes men who have ponytails are really just trying to cover up a bald spot. You don't have a bald spot, do you? What ponytail, huh? Please tell. I promise I can keep a secret. Your biggest fan, Xena. Hey, Brady. What's up? I'm wondering what your next movie is going to be, but also wondering if you play the guitar. I think you should start a band. I'm in a band. We're called Senator Spanky. Cool, huh? You should be in one too. I bet you'd rock. Well, I gotta start my goal. Right back, EB. Hi, Brady. As far as dudes go, I'm probably your number 1 fan. I'm also a young actor, 12 going on 13, and I'm wondering if you have any tips for me. How did you get discovered? Please help me. Sincerely, J.R. Stetson. P.S. Do you think this is a good stage name? P.S. P.P.S. Your ponytail is cool. What kind of hair did you use? Again, what ponytail are you talking about? Ooh, we get to look at the emails. Georgie Bear, thanks for your message. I miss you too, Sugar. Can't talk though. A lot is happening here. I'm a genius. I'll tell you all about it when I get back. Love, your Simonester. Hi, Carol. Listen, something's come up and we'll be flying out of St. Louis tomorrow as planned. I'll get back to you when I know something definite, but for now, just cancel that flight, will you please? Thank you, SM. Cecil, things are going better than I could have hoped for. The premiere is off for now. The news is running like wildfire. Tell Rhonda, great work. Keep me posted, SM. Listen, Cecil, have you been brushing Miss Sparkles? I checked in with her this morning on the webcam and she's looking awfully bedraggled. She's a very sensitive cat, Cecil. She hates to have a bad fur day. And she's traumatized when I get home. You'll be sorry you ever met me. Merv, thanks for getting me this contact sheet so fast. The black and white glossies for Destiny definitely need another airbrush. Can you do anything to make this jawline look more defined? Let me know. SM. So that's everything we can look at in there. I think we can back out of there. I think that's everything. That hairpin, you know how they do that bobby pin lock picking thing? Can we use that on the drawer? Yes, we can. The Royal Palladium Theater Stage Technician's Guide. The Houdini Transformation, Class 5 Authorization. Due to the restricted nature of this stage manipulation's usage, you will need Class 5 Technician status to perform this procedure. Control board operation preparation. Be sure the control board power button is activated. On the numbered keypad, on the control board, enter the 6-digit security code for the Houdini transformation as listed on page 73 of your Class 5 Stage Technician's codebook. Press the left and right fader power buttons to bring power to the fader switches. Maneuvering the iron cages. When cued by the performers over the 2 iron cages to the stage floor by moving the left and right fader switches down to their lowest position. After the cages reach the stage floor, press the 9-bit button to attach the tunnel combs to the cage bottoms. After both operators have entered the stages, move the fader switches up slightly to raise the cages 3 feet above the stage floor. The tunnel columns will still be attached to the cage bottoms, although you will not see them. They are hidden by mirrors. On a cue from the performers, press the trapdoor button to open the trapdoors. Important. You must press the lock switch after all stage manipulations have been completed in the proper order, as this will lock all elements in place. For security purposes, all stage elements and board controls will move to their original positions if the lock button is not activated. The lock button cannot be activated until all stage manipulations have been completed in the proper order. The secret rooms and tunnels. The quick switch box. Performers in the cages will exchange places via the quick switch box under the stage. A third performer will exchange places with the fourth performer seated on the trick chair in the front row of the auditorium. To access the trick chair from the quick switch box, the third performer will have to use the tunnel system in the box. The tunnel system runs from the quick switch box to the magician's room in the trick chair. The third performer can access the trick chair via the foot elevator beneath the chair. A seamless transition from the fourth performer to the third will be achieved by using a large costume/shell. The shell rests sturdily in the chair whether a performer is inside it or not. The Magician's Room. This room, located beneath the stage and beside the basement, is for magicians and related staff performers only. That's that book. There's literally nothing else in there.
Get smart, Nancy Drew. You're wasting precious time. Stop the demolition or you'll never see her again.
Jesus.
I've called this conference specifically to let you know, and I trust you will take it upon yourselves to inform the world, that Brady Armstrong will not rest. The greatest performance of his career will not be unveiled until Maya Nguyen.
Hey, lady, you're breaking my heart. But isn't her name Maya Win?
Until Maya Win is returned to her friends and family, safe and sound. Already, our real-life hero has searched this theater and uncovered important evidence. Already, he has driven 200 miles in a rent-a-car, no less, distributing missing posters to all the outer-lying regions of this great city. You see, Brady Armstrong is a hero and a regular guy, all rolled into one.
Ooh, I'm swooning.
Put a sock in it, Mr. Camouflage. And now, without further ado, I'd like to open the floor up to questions.
Is it true that the girl was at the theater to interview Brady Armstrong? What was the interview about?
Mr. Charmstrong, do you find your fans respond to you more in your chicken suit or in your curly wig?
Did anyone hear her scream?
Ms. Mueller, you're his agent. Chicken suit or curly wig?
Any speculation of where the kidnapper's hiding her? Where did this funeral wreath come from?
Isn't it a little unusual for a movie star to help with a kidnapping like this?
People, one at a time. Brady.
Well, with all of my experience on the silver screen, I feel well prepared to save the day in St. Louis.
Do you think the kidnapper is violent?
Mr. Charmstrong, have you ever thought about growing a mustache? It might really distinguish you.
Is it true you're offering a reward for the facts leading to Maya's return?
That's right. Autographed movie posters for anyone and everyone who comes forward with a decent lead.
Yes, is it true that that Detective Nancy Drew is on the case?
Yes, Nancy Drew is investigating.
Is she available for comment?
It's a difficult situation. You see, Maya is a friend of Nancy's, and the personal connection, well, it may be clouding the detective's judgment. She's really on edge.
Isn't anybody around here concerned about the welfare of this magnificent theater? There's more than one life at stake today, you know. Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, press people, over here. If you want the real story, talk to me. Sorry, Miss Mueller, you'll have your photo op in a moment. Yeah, over here, down by my van.
Okay. How's that press conference? Looking as smarmy as ever. Eustacia and drop off 813-555-3247, Florida.
Yes, hello.
Hello, is this Eustacia Andropov?
Who else would it be? Everyone else is dead.
Oh, Miss Andropov, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm trying to find out some information about Harry Houdini. Is it true that you're his cousin?
Who wants to know?
Oh, I beg your pardon. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm a detective working on a case in St. Louis.
Harry was only my cousin by marriage, but my husband is dead, and so is Harry. So I guess that makes me nobody's cousin. Satisfied?
I'm researching Mr. Houdini's ownership of the Royal Palladium Theater. Would you know anything about this?
He owned it. Half of it anyway, for a few months. Then he died. Does that help?
Do you know what happened to his half? Did he sign it back over to J.J. Thompson?
Return it to James Jehoshaphat? Mr. Stupendous? Not on his life. Losing that man was Harry's greatest escape.
Did someone in Houdini's family inherit the theater?
Harry made a plan to give his half of the theater to someone he admired. A young magician, I assume. Perhaps a protege. I remember my husband telling me this.
Can you tell me anything more?
More? I'm 96 over here. I don't exactly have time to burn.
I know it was a long time ago, Mrs. Andropov, but this is terribly important. My friend is in danger, and finding out what happened to Houdini's half of the theater may be my only hope of saving her.
Call the Library of Congress. Ask about the Houdini collection. There must be something in all of those letters. You tell that Sherman Trout, Eustacia said. You're not dead yet, Shermy, so get up and make yourself useful.
The Library of Congress. You don't happen to have that number, do you?
Well, I should have this letter from Shermy around here somewhere. Cat food coupons. Vincent Jack has a repair. Dear Eustacia. Here we go. Library of Congress, Washington, D.C. 202-555-5000.
Thanks, Mrs. Andropov. You've been a great help.
Save it for my funeral.
Oh, 5,000. I like the ring of that.
Manuscripts.
I'm trying to reach Sherman Trout, please.
Speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Mr. Trout. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm a detective working on a case that involves Harry Houdini and the Royal Palladium Theater in St. Louis. Eustacia Andropov recommended I call you.
Ah, yes. Eustacia was most helpful to us when we were assembling our Houdini collection. I presume you'd like to have a look at it?
Yes, please, Mr. Trout. I'm very interested.
Fine. Well, you'll just need to register with the library when you get here and fill out a request for the materials you wish to view. When your request has been processed, the materials will be delivered to one of our reading rooms where you can view them.
Mr. Trout, please let me explain. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to come to Washington, D.C. to do research. I'm hoping you could help me find a document.
Well, Miss Drew, I'm sorry if you have logistical constraints, but please understand my own limitations. The Library of Congress currently holds over 40 million items, contained in 10,000 separate collections. It's the largest and most comprehensive library in the world. I simply don't have time to run research errands for the individual citizens.
Mr. Trout, if I don't solve this case in a matter of hours, the building I'm standing in will be demolished and an innocent 19-year-old girl, a friend of mine, may lose her life. You may be my only hope.
Why is your friend in danger?
She was kidnapped by someone desperate to save this building from demolition.
And what can you possibly be hoping to find in the Houdini collection that would help matters?
Mr. Houdini was part owner of the theater, and I'm trying to find out who inherited his half or what became of it when he died. I'm hoping Houdini might have discussed it somewhere in his personal documents. If I can prove that the current owner is not legally the full owner, then maybe I can get the demolition stopped and save Maya.
I see. Well, this sounds urgent. I suppose I can take a look.
That would be such a help, Mr. Trout. If you find anything, could you overnight it to me at the Royal Palladium?
Well, I certainly can't send you the document itself. It's a historical artifact now. But I could send you a slide. What's the street address there, if I find anything?
It's 1330 Washington Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63101. Please send the package in care of Nicholas Falcone or myself, Nancy Drew. I can't tell you how grateful I am, Mr. Trout. You might just be a lifesaver.
Miss Drew, I assure you, Sherman Trout is a man of his word.
Thanks so much. Bye.
So that was that. Joseph isn't there. Okay. So, we have numbers. Let's try that code from earlier. I think I fucked that up.
It's locked.
Oh my god, I was totally entering it wrong. It's 121192. Alright, so that clearly did something. And there's cages down there. Now, if we go roughly by the book. We have them 3 feet above. Could have sworn I had it right in the direction, but what happened? Okay, so I definitely forgot to toggle that thing. Not where I wanted to go.
It's done with mirrors.
in the cage, we get to go down. So one of the lamps is... Oh.
Maya!
We found Maya. Hatch, what do you know? So we have a puzzle here. I'm assuming we have to get the rabbit over there.
These pieces won't budge.
There's something over there. There's an elevator here.
Help! Is anybody out there?
Who's there?
It's Nancy.
Nancy? For goodness sakes. What are you doing down there? This chair seems to be stuck. Hold on, I'm greasing the wheels here.
I found a secret room under the stage. I've got to check it out.
The magician's room. I swear, Nancy, as long as I've worked here, I've never been able to find my way in there.
I found the door, but the pieces that open the door are stuck.
Here, try this. Hurry.
This should loosen things up.
So now we can actually move anything. Oh, brother. Suppose you can only move that one up or down. Huh. There we go. Ooh, we have a guillotine. That's spicy.
She was just here. Her shoe.
So, she was here. And we can open this chest.
Rubber is shockproof.
Why the line about it being shockproof? That's weirdly specific. Bookcase here. Magic Secrets Volume 4. Something is a real showstopper and a satisfying illusion with which to end a performance. The Phantom Message. The effect. Set a sharpened pencil on a small sheet of paper in your magician's stick and select a volunteer for the audience. After turning your back, ask the volunteer to write a message on the sheet of paper with the pencil. When she says that she's ready, you pick up the sheet of paper while making a point to not look at it. Crumble the paper into a ball, and to the amazement of the audience, it explode into a ball of flame. You then produce a deck of cards from your pockets out of your magician's stand. The volunteer picks a random card from the deck. Send to the volunteer that the written message has risen from the ashes and will make itself known. Take the sharpened and pencil begin to rub the face of the volunteer card gently with the side of the pencil tip. Within seconds, words begin to appear on the card. Its exact message the volunteer had written on the sheet of paper. The secret. This trick will utilize a few of the techniques and gimmicks that we covered in previous chapters. First, as you place the pencil and paper on the stand secretly in the playing card hidden beneath the sheet of paper. As the volunteer writes your message on the paper, the pencil will leave an imprint of the message on the playing card. Note, be sure your pencil is sharp. After the volunteer is finished, lift up the paper and the card at the same time with your right hand while keeping the card hidden. Take the piece of paper with your left hand, secretly leave the card in your right hand using the palming technique from Chapter 3. As you crumple the paper in your left hand, you will secretly be busy with your right hand. Place your right hand into your right jacket pocket, release the card, and slide your flash paper trigger onto your index finger. Then secretly palm a wad of flash paper as you move your hand in your jacket pocket. See flash paper and other effects in Chapter 7. While holding the crumpled message in your left hand and hiding the flash paper in your right hand, give the illusion that you're taking the crumpled message into your right hand. This will be achieved by using the French drop technique from Chapter 2. As you attempt to hold the message in your right hand, secretly drop the real message into your left jacket pocket with your left hand. Now in your right hand, ignite the flash paper with the spark from your flash paper trigger. As you throw the wad of flash paper into the air, it will burst into a very quick and very bright ball of flame. Important notice to young magicians, use flash paper only under the supervision of an adult. With your left hand, pull a deck of cards from out of your inside jacket pocket and set them on your magician's stand. As you do this, slip your right hand into your right jacket pocket, secretly remove the flash paper trigger from your index finger with the imprint onto your right hand. Palm the card from view as you take your right hand out of your pocket. Secretly put the imprinted card into the deck of cards on your magician's stand and make sure that this card will be chosen by your volunteer. This can be achieved by using a card force as outlined in the next chapter. After the volunteer choose the imprinted card at random, rub the side of the pencil tip across the face of the card. The imprint of the message will surface amid the applause of your audience. Chapter 9, the card force. As you are undoubtedly learning, nothing is really left to chance in Magic. When you ask someone to choose a random card from a deck of playing cards, one thing is for sure. He will always take the card you want him to take, but how? Using a card force. The very simple, the card force is effective. Before you perform the trick, secretly set it up by doing the following. Take a deck of cards and place it face down on a table. Take a card of your choice, let's say the Queen of Hearts, and place it as the 10th card down from the top of the deck. Hand this secretly stacked deck to an audience member. Place it face down in her left hand and tell her that she is going to choose a random card out of the deck. Ask her to choose a number between 11 and 20. For our purposes, let's say she picks 14. You then ask her to count and place on the top of the deck, one at a time, 14 cards into a new pile on the table. After she has done this, ask her to take this new pile and place it face down in her left hand. Now ask her to add together between the two digits that comprise her number. Since she has picked 14, the digits would be 1 and 4, therefore 1 plus 4 is 5. Then you ask her to count and place 5 cards one at a time off the top of the deck and into a new pile on the table. When she is done, ask her to turn over the top card on the new pile. This is the random card she has chosen. It also just happens to be the Queen of Hearts. How does it work? The magic in the strip happens through a mathematical equation. Choosing any number between 11 and 20 and adding those two digits together will always automatically reveal your 10th card. Try it. You can use this force in conjunction with the Phantom Message trick on page 56. By leaving a stack of 9 cards in your right jacket pocket, dropping it carefully to the bottom of the stack will automatically make it the 10th card. You can then palm the entire stack in your right hand and secretly place it on top of the deck of cards on your magician's stand. And, whew, that was actually kind of an exhausting read. This is the exit. So we're right here.
The gate is electrified.
Oh, I was not there yesterday. Alright, Alright, we got the gate open.
Oh, Nancy! Hey!
Brady.
I think the kidnapper just moved Maya to a new hiding place. Have you seen anything suspicious around here?
Wow, are you sure? I didn't see anything.
I found evidence that will prove that Maya's being held in this building.
Wow! Evidence. Where?
I'll talk to you later. I've got to get a hold of Sergeant Ramsey.
Let's do that. Let's go talk to Ramsey.
St. Louis Police Department.
Missing Persons Unit, please.
Please hold missing persons. This is Ramsey.
Sergeant Ramsey, it's Nancy Drew.
Hi, Miss Drew.
I found Maya.
You found her? So the case is closed.
I found her, and then she disappeared again.
Good grief. This girl's a regular Houdini. All right. What have you got for me?
I found a secret room under the stage. I saw Maya through a peephole, but by the time I got into the room, she was gone. The kidnapper must have moved her.
A peephole, huh? Are you sure you saw her?
Sir, there's evidence. Pizza boxes and one of Maya's shoes. I left everything where it was so you could see for yourself.
So you think the kidnapper's been using this secret room as a base camp? Well, this is very interesting, Miss Drew. It sounds like you've been conducting quite a search.
Now will you please send someone over to investigate?
Yep. Just bear with me while I try to find an available car. Help is on the way, Miss Drew.
Great. Bye.
Alright, and with that, I think we're done here. If Joseph's back.
Watch out there, Nancy. That projector's crumbling like a prehistoric cookie. Hi, Nancy. What happened?
I found Maya.
You found her? Oh, that's great. Where is she now?
By the time I got through that door, the room was empty.
Are you sure you didn't just imagine you saw her?
I'm sure. She was there and now she's gone. Don't tell me you think I'm crazy too.
But what do you mean gone? She left?
Well, she didn't just get up and walk away. Her legs were tied.
The kidnapper must have moved her.
I found a couple of pizza boxes down there, so at least I know she's not starving.
Evidence. That should interest the police. Have you called them?
Yeah, they said they'll come check it out, but they may not be able to get here for a while.
I'll wait up for the police. You get some rest, Nancy. You're going to need it for tomorrow.
Thanks, Joseph. I am exhausted.
I did not mean to look in there. And we have arrived at day 3. Goodbye, old friend. Royal Palladium to be demolished today. Kidnapper demands $50K. The St. Louis Police Department received a call yesterday demanding $50,000 for the return of Maya Nguyen, a 19-year-old university student who disappeared 2 days ago from movie star Brady Armstrong's dressing room at the historic Royal Palladium Theater. This stunning development marks the first significant lead in the mysterious case. Until now, the police have been reluctant to name Nguyen's disappearance as kidnapping, as there's been no evidence that the girl was taken by force. Nguyen, a reporter from the university student life newspaper, was at the theater to interview Armstrong for her. The call came in at 4:36 yesterday afternoon. The girl voiced distortion device. The police are unable to determine whether the caller was male or female. They were able to trace the call to a payphone in Granite City. According to earlier rumors, the alleged kidnapping was motivated by a fanatic's desire to save the Royal Palladium from today's scheduled demolition, but yesterday's caller made no reference to the theater. Police now believe the kidnapper's desperation is financial in nature and will not stop the demolition from proceeding according to schedule. As for the ransom... Nancy, please see me right away. JH. That's Joseph.
Can you believe this ransom demand coming out of thin air?
Do you think it's real?
Apparently, the call came from north of here, a town called Granite City. Personally, I think it's a hoax, but now the police are convinced that Maya's not in this building.
That's crazy. She was tied up in the magician's room yesterday. I saw her. And the kidnapper must have been here too because Maya didn't move herself.
Are you sure the pizza boxes were in that magician's room? Because the police couldn't find anything.
That's impossible. Are you sure they looked in the magician's room?
They searched the whole building.
How could they miss 2 big pizza boxes with leftover pizza inside? What about Maya's shoe?
No trace of that either.
Even without the evidence, that corner of the room had obviously been lived in recently.
Follow your gut, Nancy. If you think Maya's still here, you keep looking for her, you hear?
I got another threat from the kidnapper. That creepy voice came on the PA and told me to stop searching for Maya.
The projection room? But who? Someone must have ducked out of the press conference. I was so busy with crowd control, I didn't even notice.
It's only a matter of hours until the demolition. How are you holding up, Joseph?
Oh, fine. Everything's great. Fine. I was up till the wee hours polishing up the lobby. Heck, I'm even fixing to repair the old key maker so you can give it a whirl. Guess old habits die hard, eh?
Gotta go now.
Bye.
Love the returning falling.
I'm sure this can be repaired.
Guess I have to go.
How's progress?
I know you sent the funeral wreath. Now where's Maya?
I don't know what you're talking about, Sugar. Listen, the pressure must really be getting to you. I know a top-notch aromatherapist in town, okay? I'll give you her number.
I'm not stressed out. I'm livid. I went through your stuff and I know what you did.
You broke into my personal property? I could have you arrested for that.
It's just business, Simone. You do what agents do, I do what detectives do. I'm sure you can appreciate that.
All right, I sent the stupid wreath, but I'm no kidnapper. I needed something for the cameras, didn't I? And it was a very tasteful arrangement. Should have been for $300. Perhaps I went a little overboard.
A little overboard? You're dreaming if you think that's enough to get you off my suspect list.
How's progress?
Have you heard about this ransom demand?
50 grand, what a joke. Isn't it just like a rank amateur to jump on the bandwagon? Anyone with a pinch of class would have demanded at least $1 million.
Brady seems uncomfortable with some of your, tactics.
Oh, he's just whining because I made him chop off his ponytail. I don't know what's gotten into him with this free will thing. I told him, you can't even dress yourself, kid, but if you want your blockbuster career to crash and burn, go ahead, manage yourself.
Fair enough. He is not dressed like I would expect an actor to be dressed
I
at a
think your
premiere.
phone's about to ring.
Ciao.
Like, girl, you're going to a premiere and you're the star actor and you're in a t-shirt and jeans? No. I would expect the star of the... They're not even jeans, they're khakis.
What are you doing hanging out with that Falcone jerk?
Listen here, you actually cannot dress yourself. Simone genuinely had a point with that. Why are you showing up to the premiere of your own movie in a gray shirt and khakis? Like, not even a suit? Come on now.
I'm not hanging out with him, Brady. I'm conducting a search here, and I'll take any tip I can get.
That guy's bad news, and he's certainly not going to help your credibility with the police.
Thanks, Brady, but I've got everything under control.
Just trying to help.
How do you keep up with all of your fans, Brady? A big star like you must get hundreds of emails.
Hundreds? Try thousands. All my email goes through Simone. She reads it, she writes back. Control issues, you know? Off the record. Any message that says love Brady is just a big electronic smooch from her.
That figures. Like, does anyone really believe that a celebrity is gonna have time to message them out of all the stands?
Do you mind if I take a look around in here?
Be my guest.
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened?
Me? You think I kidnapped Maya and then breezed in here just 4 minutes later? Where would I hide her? In my back pocket?
Okay, but where were you?
I was late getting back from a haircut. This is hard for me. I think my hairline might be receding. It's miserable. Simone's gonna go through the roof.
Your hairline is fine. Shut up.
Talk to you later, Brady.
Cool beans.
Oh, he did not just cool beans me. Girl. He did not just cool beans me, you smart little... I have better places to be anyways. Like, I don't know, the lobby? Cute little Mickey Falcone's right there and is admittedly...
Did you call? What's the story?
Sure did.
Go on, spill it.
She didn't know much, but she gave me the number of this guy at the Library of Congress who has access to the archives of Houdini's letters.
And what did they say?
Sherman Trout is on our side. Keep your eyes peeled for a special delivery.
Way to go, Nancy. You're on fire.
Catch you later.
On the flip side.
Alright. Oh, Jesus, excuse me. I apologize for that. And Brady's gone. But his briefcase. I love going through people's briefcases. We get a pencil. Sunny Boy. Sun-free tanning spray. Waterproof. Pro-grain extra strength for men. Hair growth treatment. Results may occur eventually.
Maya's notebook.
Oh, wow. If found, please contact Maya Nguyen, 314-555-4775. Why the Royal Palladium for the premiere of Vanishing D? Was it BA's decision or his agent's? Does he make any of his own decisions? Probably not, and he probably shouldn't be. Any history with the Royal Palladium? Research. Attended benefit first last year to save historic theater in LA, the Galaxy. Interest in saving the Royal Palladium? Do you believe actors should use their influence to champion political causes? Unironically, yes. Next project. Where does he see himself in 10 years? Ever done anything he regrets to further his career? Wait till the end. Hit him with the evidence. Demand an answer. What evidence did Maya have on him? I want to know now. What's the tea, girl?
Hey, you.
Don't hey you me, Brady, you rotten fraud.
Huh? I'm afraid you've lost me.
You've been lying to me, playing Mr. Helpful and Concerned all this time. I found her notebook in your bag.
I haven't done anything wrong.
I wonder if the police will agree with that.
Okay, Nancy, here's the deal. My real name is Brady Thompson. Simone pushed for Armstrong, more wholesomely smoldering, she said.
Wholesome my foot.
I'm Wave of the Future, Inc., the owner of this theater, great nephew of JJ himself.
But you're an actor. Why in the world would you want to bulldoze a theater?
The place is shabby. It needs major repairs. It's a money pit and a has-been. Not the image I want to project.
Is everything about image with you?
Never underestimate the power of image, Nancy. You are what you project.
And what is it that you wish to project?
When people think of Brady Armstrong, they think sparkling white teeth and healthy glow. Success glows. It doesn't crumble and sag. The hero never rides a has-been horse.
But what are you going to do with the site?
When I saw these ritzy themed restaurants popping up all over the country, it hit me like pow. My first original idea. Brady Armstrong's Planet Tinseltown. Can't you see it on the marquee? Grand opening. The lights will say it all.
Keep going. You've got a lot more explaining to do.
I've sworn to be the captain of my own destiny. Maya was going to expose me, muck up my name in this controversy. It would have been a dark cloud over the launch of Tinseltown.
And for that, she deserves to be kidnapped?
I didn't kidnap her. I found her notepad in the basement with the press pass. I just thought I'd hang on to it for a few days until the dust settles.
How could you withhold anything that might help me find her? How could you?
Sorry, Nancy. Look, you're not thinking clearly. It's obvious she's not in the building. We've searched everywhere.
She has to be in the building. I know she's here.
You're the only one who thinks she's here. There's no evidence.
There was evidence. I found a pizza box and one of her shoes.
Evidence that no one was able to verify. Who's to say you didn't imagine that stuff?
Joseph believes me.
He's a confused old codger.
Nicholas thinks she's in the building.
He's an outlaw, and he's using you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to rally a wrecking crew.
Brady, no!
You? Oh my god. Talk about gaslighting. Sheesh. Okay, yeah, no, that man is awful. Fuck him. Frankly, he deserves to have his name muddy up. Maya deserved to fucking expose him. Oh yeah, that slide from earlier. Yeah, this is where I got that thing. There's also a book here. Monitoring the film in the projector. Focus knob. Once the film is properly loaded, adjust the focus knob to clarify the picture. Different film will come into focus at different points. While the film is running, stay beside the projector and continue to monitor the following. The loops are correct, all rollers are rotating properly, the surface of the film is not being scratched or obstructed, the sprocket holes are not being strained or torn, the projector is not making any odd noises, the film is winding safely and smoothly on the take-up reel. If the image on the screen begins to flip or the sound becomes warped or any of the above processes begin to fail, switch off the projector immediately. Never leave it running unattended. Regular cleaning of the projector will keep it running well and prevent buildup dirt from scratching the film. Use a toothbrush to remove built-up dirt and a paintbrush to remove dust from the film pathway. Apply methylated spirits to a soft cloth and use this to wipe the film path. During screening, lift the film pathway with a clean paintbrush after each reel of film.
There was a key here. There was a key here.
A key that we can no longer get to. Oh, classic. We have the key.
It's not working. It's not working.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah, something ain't working in the director.
It's locked. It's not working. It's not working.
I think I'm gonna have to redo the key.
I need a coin.
Let's try it now. Now it works. Okay, so I must have pushed the wrong thing before. Now we got a good tube earlier. Apparently we're at the end game. I'm gonna go ahead and save.
Okay, officers, this is our final sweep. In a matter of minutes, this building will be nothing but a pile of rubble.
I'm so close. I just need a few more minutes.
See anything, Dino? All clear in here, Sarge.
I should switch the power off. I should switch the power off.
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Is this thing on? Hello?
Oh my god, there's a recording?
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Is this thing on? Hello?
Another secret passageway.
Oh yeah, there's one at that north wall with a hidden switch.
Hey, Nancy, I've been looking for you.
Oh, what for?
I've decided I need to get organized, Nancy. Tomorrow I'm really gonna straighten up in here.
But Joseph, there isn't going to be any tomorrow. Not for this theater, anyway.
I think a fresh coat of paint would really cheer things up, don't you?
I know it's you, Joseph. But why? Were you trying to buy some time so the Historical Society could declare the theater a landmark or something?
Do you think the premiere will sell out?
Snap out of it. Just tell me where Maya is.
Don't tell him she's here, Nancy. I'll take her away and knock down the theater.
They're gonna knock it down anyway. Please, we don't have much time.
Don't tell him, Nancy.
Jesus Christ, okay.
I'm locked in.
Oh my god, what do you mean I can't get in? Oh, there's a ladder.
I must have the key somewhere in my bag of tricks. I must have the key somewhere in my bag of tricks. I must have the key somewhere in my bag of tricks. It's locked. It's locked.
So that key opens this. And oh my god, we literally have to pick it. What? There's 10 of them? Why are there 10 of them? Oh, there are 9. I think that's 9.
This one's useless. I must have the key somewhere in my bag of tricks. I can't believe this.
Oh, we made it. No, I haven't heard any 3 minutes yet. I'm gonna save the game again just in case.
Not so fast, Detective.
Joseph, please let me past.
I can't let you do this, Nancy.
I'm warning you. I still got a trick or two up my sleeve.
We're going down in a blaze of glory.
Joseph, you can go down in a blaze of glory if you want, but Maya and I are not coming with you.
You've cracked your last case.
Joseph, this is far from over. Now step aside.
It's all over now.
We've still got time for a grand finale here, Joseph.
I never meant for it to turn out this way. I never meant for it to turn out this way.
I've got to let them know we're up here.
Okay. Jimmy, is that ball ready to swing?
I never meant for it to turn out this way.
Useless.
Three minutes till demolition.
I never meant for it. Ah! That light!
Look! The marquee! Stop the demolition!
Dear Bess, I still can hardly believe that Joseph, sweet old Joseph, was Maya's kidnapper. He says he planned to kidnap Brady with the idea that Simone could use her Hollywood connections to save the theater. But when Maya entered the dressing room, he panicked and grabbed her instead. Plan B was to stall the demolition long enough for the Historical Society to declare the building an official landmark. I guess he's been at the Royal Palladium for so long, he just couldn't imagine his life without it. But desperation aside, poor Joseph wasn't cut out for a life of crime, and pretty soon things were spinning out of his control. Simone's publicity stunts didn't help. At least he was courteous and kind to Maya through the whole thing. Her testimony should help him in court. The good news is that the Royal Palladium is still standing. Once he heard that Nicholas would inherit his grandmother Louisa's 50% of the theater, Brady decided he'd better find another site for Planet Tinseltown. In order to make amends for things, and because he needed some good publicity, Brady donated his half of the theater to the St. Louis Historical Society. Together with Haddett, they should have this place restored to its original glory in no time. Not such a happy ending for Simone, I'm afraid. She received an official reprimand from the National Press Corps for her stunt with the wreath. Still, knowing Simone, she'll be back at the top of her game in no time. So, here ends the longest 3 days of my life. The premiere of Vanishing Destiny is back on, but I think this detective is going to wait for it to come out on videotape. Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
No, girl, I'm boycotting the movie. What the fuck? Okay, mess all around. Everyone here is a damn mess. The only person I feel bad for here is Maya, because Joseph, you fucking kidnapped a woman. There's no fucking excuse for that, girl. That's embarrassing. Brady's sleazy as hell. Simone is also sleazy as hell. But I think Brady's worse. That's not what the read was bad, though, actually. I kind of think they're both as bad as each other. Then there's Nicholas. Okay, Maya and Nicholas are the only ones I feel bad for here. Honestly, this is about a real show. So, that has been Nancy Drew, the final scene. Oh boy, this one was one of the more exciting ones I've had in a minute. Sorry about the brazen walkthrough use. It probably will happen again. But I'll see y'all next time. Bye.